A tight match, a super over, a Ravi Rampaul special and an RCB win. All of this in front of a packed Chinnaswamy stadium. It's time to rewind to RCB's first ever super over win as we overcome the Delhi Daredevils in IPL 2013. Namaskara RCB fans, welcome back to episode 6 of Remember the Game. An absolute classic lined up for you, a match that went all the way down to the wire, a home game for the Royal Challengers against the Delhi Daredevils, IPL 2013. It's probably safe to say that this is the Ravi Rampaul game. Delhi were not in the best shape as they were going through a 4-match losing streak when they travelled to Bangalore. RCB, on the other hand, just suffered a last ball loss against the arch rivals Chennai Super Kings in just the previous game. So plenty riding on this one. RCB won the toss and it didn't take too long for the captain Kohli to choose to bowl first. A laborious effort from the Delhi team saw them huff and puff their way past the 150 mark. Every one of their batsmen got into double digits but just couldn't get going. Was it going to be enough on a Chinnaswamy wicket? That was the big question. The target for RCB, 153. It wasn't the easiest of starts for the Royal Challengers. Chris Gayle and KL Rahul back in the dugout in just the 4th over. But that meant Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers in the centre. A sight to behold for every RCB fan. They put up plenty of runs thereon. Virat Kohli gets his 3rd half-century of the season. AB de Villiers gets a few runs as well. But then what happens? The dreaded Rcv Collapse. First a misunderstanding between the two, AB de Villiers back in the dugout, and before you know it, RCB lose 4 more wickets. 12 needed in the last over. Ravi Rampaul in the centre hits a big one in the very first delivery but just couldn't carry the momentum through for the rest of the over. And can you believe it? RCB end the game in a tie. And it was time for the super over. Chris Gayle and AB de Villiers stepped out for the Royal Challengers and it was Umesh Yadav with the ball. A dreadful start for RCB, just 3 from the first 4 deliveries. And then ABD does just ABD things. 2 sixes in the final 2 deliveries out of the park. RCB have 15 on the board and the target for the Daredevils, 16 runs. David Warner and Rohrer step out to the centre. Ravi Rampaul with the ball. And what a start for RCB. A first ball wicket. David Warner back in the dugout. A screamer by Chris Gayle at point. In comes Irfan Pathan. A boundary and then a 6. The Daredevils are back in it. 5 needed of the last ball and Ravi Rampaul comes up with the ball of the season. An absolute ripper, knocks off the stumps, RCB win and 40,000 fans at the Chinnaswamy absolutely go berserk. It certainly was a special night at the Chinnaswamy Stadium for every one of those RCB fans. But it didn't take too long for Captain Kohli to express his disappointment with the team's performance as he felt that the match should have been done in the 20 overs. But he certainly was happy with Ravi Rampaul's performance in the super over as he and the RCB team gave all its fans plenty to cheer about.